Let's see. 49er faithful. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm curious. I'm confused on what we should do. But I have a lot of ideas.
I'm a 49er. I bleed red and gold. I've been faithful since I was 2 years old. We about to score quick and count another ring. Being a 49er mean I'm a 49er.
Talk business. We got to talk everything 49er. I know this is the first time y'all done seen my hair. First time y'all done seen me. Somebody told me I look like a Puerto Rican. I don't think that's true. That's what I heard. I look like a Puerto Rican. I'm very much so black, but, got to show y'all the hair. Do y'all see the waves? That's the first question I want to ask y'all. Do y'all see the waves? Someone said I didn't have waves in my head. Do y'all see the waves? Is it dipping? Do y'all see the waves? If y'all don't see the Pacific Ocean, be honest. Do y'all see the waves? That's the first question that I'm asking everybody. Okay? Thank you. Lean, I see you, brother. I see you, brother. What's up? Wavy, Mercedes, I see you. You see the waves? Clean. Y'all like it? This is the new look. I lost the bet. And guess what? I got a hairline. Yep. I got a hairline. Yo, 49er Faithful, what's good? It is I, Filmo Trev, coming to you live from Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all the things. And there's a lot of stuff that we have to discuss. A lot of things that we have to get into. And I want to make sure this is very, very, very clear. A lot of things that we have to discuss. Okay? Y'all see the waves? Hey, brother, you see the waves? I'm low-key dipping. And it's only been about 2-3 weeks. Okay? Y'all see it. But we ain't here to talk about my hair. We're here to talk about 49er business. That's why we're here. So can y'all hear me good? I want to make sure. Can everyone hear me good? It's been a while since I've done this. So I want to make sure everything is correct, accurate, and I'm going to be unapologetically honest. Joey Bosa to the Niners. We're going to talk about that. I promise you. Matter of fact, I forgot to add that to the list. But I'm going to talk about that when we talk about Osa, okay? We're going to talk about Joey coming to the Niners. He's on the list of things that we got to talk about. Let's unpack. There's a lot of stuff to unpack. And I got to be honest with y'all. I've been catching some flack. I have. I've been catching some flack from the Instagram community. Yes, I've been catching flack from the Instagram community. Y'all out there on Instagram have been talking a lot of shit to me and what I know about football. Okay? So here's the thing. Y'all don't know that I played football all the way up to 27 years old. Actually 29 years old. My background in football goes far back, way back. I know to a lot of y'all, I just popped up on social media and I just started talking shit about the 49ers. Okay? Do your Googles on me. It's not that hard to find, okay? I've played football at the collegiate level. I've played football at the professional arena football. I've played football at every level. NFL, I had a crack at it, but guess what? It didn't work. For multiple reasons why it didn't work, okay? Didn't work. It is what it is, but trust me, when I talk football, it comes from actual knowledge. So with that being said, Mike Evans was a horrible signing. I'm gonna start right there. Mike Evans was a horrible signing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to bullshit you. And I'm going to tell you why it was a horrible signing. The reason why it was a horrible signing. How many more 30-year-old veterans do we need on the offensive side of the ball? How many? Tell me. Please. Anybody. How many OGs do you need on the offensive side of the ball? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. How many OGs do you need on the offensive side of the ball? Let's count the OGs and the veterans on the offensive side of the ball. We got Trent Williams, OG of OGs. We got Christian McCaffrey, OG of OGs. We have George Kittle, OGs of OGs. Brindle, OG of OGs. Okay? And if you want to add Jawan Jennings, a veteran. How many more veterans? Brian Robinson Jr., a veteran. How many veterans do we need on the offensive side of the ball? Like, this is ridiculous. We keep on bringing these older veterans in on bullshit contracts for what? And I really want to know this. For what? What is the reason for bringing these OGs into our locker room? I'm looking at the comments. I don't see why. I don't see what nobody is saying. And I'm very curious to know why. Mercedes says, love you, buddy, but we will see. So let's talk about Mike Evans directly, okay? Mike Evans is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. I'm not going to say he is not. He is great. He is phenomenal, okay? But we're going to talk about facts. Last year, 30 receptions, 368 yards. Averaged 12.3 yards a catch. Longest was 45, 3 touchdowns. Why did he not have more? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the reason why he did not have more. He was injured. He was injured. Now, for some reason, everyone wants to be upset with I for bringing up the facts. Why do the 49ers keep on signing anybody and everybody with an MCL, ACL, Achilles injury in the bargain bin? We keep on shopping at the dollar store when the Rolls Royce dealership is across the street. We have the money. So could someone please explain to me, how does this actually work? How? Why do we keep on picking up bargain bin players? And I'm not trying to disrespect Mike Evans and say he's a bargain bin player. But why do we continuously pick up guys that have been messed up? ACL, MCL, Lulu in the head. Why? The best ability is availability. That's what I grew up playing in football. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. The only way you are great is if you're on the field. Other than that, I can't use you. Can't win with you. I can lose without you. You don't contribute nothing to the game. Nothing. Mike Evans, before that, let's hear these stats, okay? Last year, 2024, 24 receptions, 1,000 yards, averaged 13 yards per catch, 57 catches, 11 touchdowns. Phenomenal. If we get that, Mike Evans, I will shut up. I will shut up. Because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Do I think we're going to get that Mike Evans? That means Kyle Shanahan has to force feed the ball to Mike Evans. Do you honestly think he's going to be force fed the ball? Christian McCaffrey gets force fed the ball. Mike Evans cannot get force fed the ball. You can't force feed the ball to two guys. George Kittle won't be coming back until the bye week. Let's be honest. So what do we have here? We have an older veteran who is great on paper, who will be in the Hall of Fame, but does not have a chance to give us that 1,000 yards receiving. If he does it, I will be happy. I will be happy he gives us 1,000 yards receiving. Do I see it happening in the future? No. I got to be honest with you. I will never like guys that come off any type of major surgical injury. You're not the same person. You're not. Whoever lied and told you you're the same person, they lied to you. People get on me all the time because I talk about how Nick Bosa's knee is built like linguine in boiled water. People get so mad when I say that, but it's the truth. Okay? You're not the same player. Your knee is different. You have trauma. Not everybody's He-Man. Let me know when I'm lying. Let me know when I am lying. Now, with that being said, do I believe that Mike Evans is a great bargain bin pickup? Yes. Great bargain bin pickup. But how many veterans do we need? We have young wide receivers that we have not seen play. Has anyone seen Jordan Watkins? Anybody? He's on this team. He is healthy. Why did he not play? Well, Kyle Shanahan likes to think he's Coach Kerr from the Golden State Warriors and don't want to play rookies. You're the 49er truth broker. Just calls it like it is. That's a fact. That's a fact. Why is it that Kyle Shanahan does not want to play rookies? You put all this financial status into a rookie. You draft them just to break them down, just to build them back up. Horrible logic, and philosophy majors will tell you that is a horrible thing to do to a human. Okay? I know the military does it. They bring you in looking one way, they break you down to nothing to build you back up. We don't need to do that to wide receivers. We don't need to humble wide receivers. We need wide receivers that want to catch the ball and do their job. I believe Jordan Watkins is a star made to happen. But for some reason, he had to be humbled. Why? What did he do? I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And I've yet to have somebody tell me what does make sense when it comes to the whole thing of not playing rookies. Why are we not playing rookies? I don't get it. First and foremost, I think Juwan Jennings is going to be on the Chargers. Love you, bro, but you're looking at Mike Evans' situation all wrong. I look at it as Evans is going to be Sanders and Nick. Oh, yes, I agree. I can agree to that. Listen here. I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not. That's not my job. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I want us to think as faithful and have faithful conversations that are truthful, reliable, and tell the truth to hold the 49ers front office accountable. We got to hold them accountable to the bullshit that they're doing. Now, the next thing that grinds my gears, and I do love it, but I got to be honest with you. Have to be honest. Dre Greenlaw. Why did we bring him back? Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why we brought him back. It's because Fred Warner wanted him back. Fred Warner petitioned and said, bring back Greenlaw. I don't care about his legs. I don't care about all the Achilles. I don't care. I want my guy back. So now guess what, ladies and gentlemen? All the hard work that went into Winter, all the hard work that went into Nick Martin, does it not count no more? Does it not count? Oh yeah, absolutely. Jordan. We didn't play Jordan either. And we drafted him from Oregon. Where the hell is James? Thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate you for reminding me of that. But I just don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I'm confused. I really am. Mike Evans is going to be a great target in the red zone. Absolutely. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you on that. HP, you are correct. He will be a great red target threat. But what about Ricky P? Is he going to have 1,000 yards receiving? Jordan Watkins, is he going to have 1,000 yards receiving? Robinson, is he going to have 1,000 yards receiving? Christian McCaffrey, we know he's going to have 1,000 yards receiving because we force feed him the ball. I'm just trying to figure out, make it all make sense. And that's all I want. Someone to tell me the logic behind the offensive consistency. What's the actual scheme? What are we actually doing? I need to know. I've played football for all these years, and none of this makes sense. None of it. We had a lot of issues at linebacker with Greenlaw and his upgrade. I believe he is a unique upgrade. But I still think we don't have the people that are going to replace Fred Warner and Greenlaw. There's no replacement linebackers on this roster right now. There's no replacement. There's none. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, someone like my hair. Hey, you see these waves? You see these waves? This is all natural. This is just soap and water, soap and water. But anyway, I digress. Greenlaw, I believe, is a great pickup. But when he gets hurt, who do we have next? Winter, Nick Martin? We got to play these guys. We have to play these guys. It doesn't make no sense. Why are we not playing these gentlemen? We're going to keep them on special teams and think that that's going to build their confidence, their motivation. It doesn't work like that. It just does not work like that. I think Pearsall can get 1,000 yards if he's healthy. Tell you what, I got a bet for you right now, HP. If Ricky P gets 1,000 yards receiving this upcoming season, send me your shoe size and I will buy you a pair of Jordans. Man, God is my witness right now. If Ricky P gets 1,000 yards receiving this season, 1,000. He has to get at least 1,001 yards receiving. Send me your shoe size. I will buy you a pair of Jordans. I'm telling you right now, Ricky P's not it. I've watched too much football in my life to tell you he doesn't have that dog in him. He doesn't. I'm gonna give you an example, okay? I'm gonna give you the reason why, okay? Give you the reason why. I know this is a tangent, but I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Ricky P had a horrible season. Horrible season. It's the offseason. Dogs, men that actually want it, don't go on vacation to Japan, China. They're on the jug machine, working their ass off. He's on vacation, booed up, shopping, like he's a veteran, like he does this. He's not a dog. He's not a dog. He's not a dog. He doesn't have it in him. Y'all don't understand. Like, how do I say this? He's shitty. He sucks. Nope. I'm not going to play with y'all. Ricky P sucks. He sucks. He is trash, everything. If you're not on the field, you're not talented. You're not good. And I'm keeping it at that. How are you good doing TikTok dances? How are you good? It's the off season. We see players out here working their ass off in the off season. You out here taking pictures for TikTok with your fiance. Dog, you was shot. We gave you the grace. You get hurt every time you get a solid tackle. Knick-knack, paddywhack, you are soft and frail. Ricky P, get him up out of here. He's not, he ain't it. He ain't it. He's a baller, trust me. Okay, hold on. HP, what's your shoe size? I'm writing this down right now. HP, put your shoe size in, dog, because if he gets 1,000 yards receiving, I will not forget. You are getting a pair of shoes right now. I'm telling you right now. HP, end of the season. That's the bet. Lane says size 9.5. Now, moving forward, Osa. Am I saying his name correctly? Osa. I believe I'm saying his name correctly. Let me know if I'm not saying his name correctly. I'm not even going to try his last name because I don't want to murder it and disrespect this man who is 6'2", 280 pounds. I'm not going to disrespect him. How do I feel about Osa? I think this is a great pickup from the bargain bin. He does not get sacks. He gets pressure on the quarterback. He does do that. So I like it. But he doesn't finish. I like finishers. Okay, I like finishers. When I date a girl, I don't want a girl that's going to kiss me to death. No, I want a finisher. I want a Glock 3000. I want her to finish him. I need that. I don't think he's a finisher. I think he's someone he needs quality pieces around him for him to be nice. Do y'all think I'm wrong on that take? Let me know. Thoughts on Pooney? I got good. Hold on, I'm gonna put that next. That's gonna be something we're gonna talk about next. Is Pooney? That's a good one though. That's a really good one. But I want to know, Osa, how do y'all feel about that? I don't think he's a finisher. He hits the quarterback. Woo! But how many times did he hit the quarterback did that turn into turnovers, forced fumbles, defensive possessions? That's a playmaker. That's a dog. I don't. He's 27. I feel some type of way about Ohio football players that come from Ohio. I do. I have a weird bias about Ohio football players that were born in Ohio. Even though he played at UCLA, I got something against Ohio football players that were born in Ohio because Ohio State's a great school, but you didn't go to Ohio State. You went to UCLA. Maybe it was for education. I don't know. I'm just saying I got something against that for some odd reason. I do. I really do. But I think Osa's going to be, if we do a 4-3, which I don't think we are. Everybody keeps on telling me we're going to go back to the 4-3 wide 9. If we do that, where does he play? Where does he start? Will he be a starter or is this a rotational expensive guy? Is this an expensive side chick? Because to me, that's how it's looking. This is a expensive side chick. He's an improvement from Elliott and Davis. Yes, he is. I'll give you that. No, he definitely is. He's definitely an improvement from them. This is definitely an upgrade. But this is just another expensive side chick. When we don't have a really good main, a really good girlfriend, like we don't. Alfred Collins definitely stepped up. And I wish Alfred would see this and let us know, what is he doing in the offseason? Does he have a personal trainer, a nutritionist, a chef? Is he in the gym right now benching a Honda Civic? I'm curious. Because if I was Alfred Collins, and if I was his friend, there's no reason why he should be having a chill offseason. He has the potential to be at Albert Haynesworth. In my opinion, I think Alfred Collins has that potential to be an Albert Haynesworth type of D tackle. But it's all about what you put in the offseason. You got the money. You was drafted in the 3rd round, I believe, or the 2nd round. You got the money to get a chef, a nutritionist, okay? A hell of a trainer for the next 4 months to lock in. But are you going to do it? Are you going to sacrifice going shopping for the Chrome Hearts, buying brand new Toyotas and Honda Civics, going fishing, doing all the bullshit that Texas boys do? Are you going to stop doing all of that and just lock the fuck in? I really do hope someone clips this up and send it to Alfred Collins, because I'm definitely watching Alfred Collins in his development this season. This is his sophomore year. There's no excuses. No excuses why. Would y'all agree? Very curious to know if y'all agree with that one. With that being said, who you wanted them to go get? Everyone knows on the D line, I wanted us to get Max Crosby. I wanted us truly to get Max Crosby. In my scenario, in my thought process, I'm going to tell you what I thought should have happened. I thought the 49ers should have given up 2 first-round draft picks for Max Crosby. I thought that's something that could have been done, should have been done. Now, you have Max Crosby. You still have Bosa. You have Alfred Collins. I like that D-line. I like that D-line. They're going to stop the run. But we still need a lot of work in that secondary. Our secondary is ass. Honestly, I would love for us to grab Von Miller. He's a veteran that I like. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we did go grab Von Miller. That would be my second option. That would be my second option. It wouldn't be my first, but it'd definitely be my second, because he's going to train these dogs. I would love to see him next to Alfred Collins. I like it. I like it. You think the room for West, is there room for West to get better, or did we see his ceiling? CJ West, I think that's another guy that should be in the offseason. Nutritionist, chef, weight room. That's it. CJ West shouldn't want no girlfriend, shouldn't want no family around, shouldn't want brothers, sisters, shouldn't want to go shopping. CJ West is another guy I truly do believe should lock himself in a dark room and only come out to lift, eat spaghetti, no bread, drink water, no ice, lock the fuck in. That's just my opinion. I think he's another one of those D linemen that needs that type of dark space. And real football players know exactly what I mean when I talk about a dark space. When certain players need to just escape from everything that's their reality and just lock in so they can be their best version of themselves. CJ West and Alfred Collins, those are two D linemen on the 49ers that need to do that. They need to if they want to actually get their real potential. But it all depends on who he has around him. You know what I mean? And this is my opinion, and some people might think I'm wrong for this, but the truth is, D linemen do a lot better when they don't have a wife, when they don't have a girlfriend, when all they know is football. Prime example, TJ Watt, JJ Watt. They have wives now, but when they first got into the league, nah, they was dedicated to the game. They lock in. D linemen are better when they're on the edge. When all they bleed, sleep, talk about is football. Off season ain't no vacation. It's locked in. Dumbbells is the only girls they want to see. Let's see. Greenlaw is the nigga they missed on defense last year. I don't think they missed on defense. I don't think we actually know yet. I don't think Nick Martin's actually the guy. We don't know yet. We don't know about Nick Martin yet. We just don't know. He's built like Navarro Bowman. I know that for sure. I've seen him in person. He is built like Navarro Bowman. He is built like an action figure. But I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's actually there. I don't know. We shall see. Something that I really want to talk about that I might get a little bit riled up about, but I'm hopefully we can have this conversation. Hold on, let me bring this down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully we can have this conversation. Y'all won't get too mad at me when I say this. Y'all won't get too mad, but I want to talk about Brandon Aiyuk. And I want to have a real, legitimate, uncomfortable, unapologetic conversation about Brandon Aiyuk. So can we do that? Bear with me and just lock in, okay? Brandon Aiyuk at this very moment is getting exactly what he deserves. I don't believe in humans being petty to other humans, because no one gets nothing accomplished when you're being petty. But the human side of me, who was born and raised to be a 49er, says, fuck him. Let him rot. Let him suffer. You have had an opportunity to have generational wealth to where your kids' will be walking around in Abercrombie and thong sandals, not knowing how to take out the trash. You have that opportunity. And you give it all up because of your pride, your ego, and immaturity. I have zero sympathy for Brandon Aiyuk. Zero. Zilch. None. I don't want us to trade him. I want us to hold that contract for as long as we can, to where every single NFL team, all 31 teams, use up all of their cap salary and have nothing. I want Brandon Aiyuk to go to the CFL and have to show everyone he still got it. Is that petty of me? Yes. But I'm talking as a genuine 49er fan. I'm talking as someone who's literally watched Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Bowman, Dogs, Lloyd, Vernon Davis at tight end. The disrespect of giving George Kittle 85 tight end. I've watched men suffer blood, sweat, tears to put on that red and gold uniform. And for him to disrespect it and an opportunity like he did, fuck him. Let him rot. Hold the contract, Niners. I don't like pettiness. And as a black man, I want every black man to make as much money as possible. Yes, I said it. I want to see every black man wealthy upon wealth. Because we're never going to get our 40 acres and a mule. And you got beyond 40 acres and a mule, Brandon Aiyuk. And you dwindled it away because of your ego, pride, and stupidity. And thought you were bigger than the game. I want to watch him rot. I don't care. I don't care. I know there's going to be a lot of people that say I'm wrong, I'm bitter, all that. I don't care. You ruined football. You showed the youth how not to be football players by throwing temper tantrums and refuse to talk. That's how immature he is. He doesn't even want to talk. You know when I lost all the respect for Brandon Aiyuk? I'm going to be honest with you. I lost all respect for Brandon Aiyuk when he was doing 100 in a school zone next to Levi Stadium. That's when I lost respect for him. Because it wasn't at that spot I lost the respect. I lost the respect when he jumped on social media and apologized. Because that lets me know he knows the difference between right and wrong. Let me know if I'm being too harsh. Let me know. This man drove 100 in Santa Clara next to Levi Stadium in a Cadillac. In a Cadillac. But then jumped on and then apologized a few days later. That lets me know he's not crazy. That lets me know that he's not all. No. I thought this was CTE. I thought this was what's his name? The other guy who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, that played for Tampa Bay and played for Oakland. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. Somebody drop it in the comments. But this isn't that. This isn't CTE. Okay? We knew exactly Antonio Brown. Thank you so much. We knew Antonio Brown was CTE. We all saw that hit, and we knew for a fact his bell was rung. We know that. Brandon Aiyuk didn't have that. Brandon Aiyuk did not have that at all. Brandon Aiyuk thought he was bigger than the game of football. And now it's time for the football gods to show him he will never be. Someone said I was going to say Ocho Cinco. That's disrespectful. So forgive me, y'all. Matter of fact, give me some hearts, some likes, please. If you agree with what I'm saying, please give me some hearts. It helps the algorithm. Let me know. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. But Brandon Aiyuk, I want him to rock. I don't want him to have the luxury to play football ever again. And I never thought I would say that about another man. Especially a black man. And I didn't want to. It's the honest truth. It's just the truth. I got to be real. I've never seen nothing like this a day of my life. I've never seen this a day of my life. And I've been around thousands of football players. Like, y'all don't understand. Football is in my blood. My father's twin brother has the leading sack record and the fumble record at fucking San Jose State. Safety, 6'5", 230 at the time. A dog. Football's in my blood. It's in my DNA. I have never seen such immaturity in football. I feel bad for his son that thinks about playing football or playing a sport and how he will be made fun of and ridiculed and teased for how his dad has acted immaturely. Am I wrong for this thinking? Am I wrong for this logic? Go to hell, Slim. Go to hell, Slim. That's my Oakland Raider partner right there. Go to hell. Give up Max Crosby before we can have a conversation. I salute you, brother, but I hope the Raiders have the worst draft of all drafts, and I hope y'all figure out a way to trade that first-round draft pick. Y'all don't deserve to have, what's his name from Indiana. Y'all don't deserve to have him. It's always love, brother. Always love. It's a lot. I got 2 strikes on TikTok for the stuff that I said. So I apologize, TikTok. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, TikTok. Don't ban my account. I'm sorry, TikTok. But I just got to keep it funky. And I got to keep it honest. Got to keep it honest. Hey, keep it a bean. I wouldn't be surprised if his wife left him. Check this out. I don't think she would. I gotta be honest. I don't think she would. He's 100 million. Well, he was 100 millionaire. Now he's worth 30 million. I ain't gonna lie. If my life had 100 and some odd million and then dropped down to 25, I'm not gonna complain. I think I'm gonna sleep quite well. Gonna sleep quite well with that type of money. I still remember that catch in the championship game. I remember it too. Like I said, I cannot wait for the 30 for 30 for Brandon Aiyuk. I cannot wait for that 30 for 30. It's going to be very, very interesting. I agree. Aiyuk is like Debo thinking he makes, yep, I'm going to put that right there. Thinking that he makes great with Jenner, yep, the side, and that has the worst season in his career. That's a fact. That's a fact. As a matter of fact, Faithful Lynn, you feel like talking? I'm going to drop the link right now, dog. I'm going to drop the link right now. If you want to chit-chat for a second before I give my final take and whatnot, I'm going to drop the link right here if you want to add on. If anybody wants to talk, matter of fact, if anybody wants to talk, this is the time. If you only had to keep one, who would it be? Brown or Mustafa? That's a tough one. Neither. But if I have to keep one, I would keep Mustafa and move Mustafa to linebacker and make him gain 10 more pounds. That's what I would do. I would make Malik Mustafa gain 10 pounds and play outside linebacker because he's too slow for safety. Any other good quality questions? Because I still got to talk about Trent Williams. Yeah, still got to talk about Trent Williams. And that's going to be an interesting conversation. So bear with me, y'all. We haven't talked in a while. If you haven't noticed, I got a lot to say, and I've been holding on to this to talk to y'all. I've been holding on to talk to y'all about this. So take all this in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Take all it in right now. I've been holding it in. I've been trying to watch the offseason. I've been trying to let all this stuff go by. I post stuff on Instagram, and Instagram be talking to me like I'm stupid. They be like, you don't know shit about football. You don't know nothing about football. We will see. Exactly. Exactly. I'm only saying what other 49ers are afraid to say. That's how I feel. I say what other 49er people are afraid to say. And that's okay. I don't mind being looked at as the outcast. Don't mind it. Don't mind it one bit. Don't mind it one bit. Are you ready for Trent Williams conversation? Huh. That's what I feel. I really do feel like that. All you say is the truth. But here we go. That's the crazy B. That is the conversation that we're gonna have right now. Trent Williams. Trent Williams. Hall of Fame. The greatest left tackle of all left tackles. Is that fair to say? Is that the right wording to put with Trent Williams? The greatest left tackle of all left tackles. One of the greatest football players that have ever played on the offensive side of the ball. One of the smartest, one of the most countryest from Texas, one of the most wealthiest football players of all time who got his money from football and real estate. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place with Trent Williams. The reason why is because Trent Williams is under a restructured 3-year, $82 million contract signed in 2024. $48 million guaranteed. He got a $38 million guaranteed coming to him soon. His base salary is $22 million. Signing bonus $10 million. Workout bonus $100,000. He don't care about that money. Cap hit of $38 million. Dead cap $34,150,787. That sounds like a lot of money. Sounds like a lot of money. Here's my problem. Trent is 38 years old. If I'm not correct, let me know. He's 37 or 38. If you want to join the live, I'll send the link right now. Here you go. You want to join the live and have a conversation? I'm down. I got time today to have a good discussion. The link is right there. He's 37 years old. Thank you. Trent Williams is a Hall of Famer. I think we could get a solid non-Hall of Fame left tackle in this draft class. We're prolonging the inevitable. And we need to start building a left tackle to take his spot. And I don't want a rookie left tackle without having Trent on the roster to coach him up and to take his position. Does that make sense? We need to draft Trent Williams, the next Trent Williams. We need to. And we're not doing that. And he kind of has the 49ers organization, the fan base by the balls. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I got to be honest with y'all. We have to trade him. We have to trade him. We have to get rid of this money. I'd rather give up Trent Williams and trade him for a second-round draft pick or an early third and something next year in the draft and grab opportunities and capital in real good positions than to have that type of cap hit. Does that make any sense? Why do we have a 37-year-old left tackle? Why? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I think we should trade him. I think we should trade him. Not release him, trade him. No one's giving that up for him. Only a year or two left. I think there's someone out there that I'd give that up for him. He is the best in the business. But that's a lot of money for a 37-year-old. He doesn't play like a 37-year-old. He doesn't. It's a tough one. He still has a little left in the tank. The only way, and I got to be honest with y'all. Okay. Y'all say we should keep him, right? No. That's my dog right there. No, what's up, good brother? Y'all think we should keep Trent Williams? I think the only way we keep Trent Williams is if we actually watch him work out. I don't want him to go back to Texas and get his workout plan. I want him to work out in Santa Clara. I want to see what he's doing, what he's putting in his body. I want him to work out with us. I don't want him to work out by himself. I don't want him to come overweight. I don't want him to come with that belly. I want him to come slim, trim, ready to lock in. Am I wrong for saying I want Trim to come in 15 pounds smaller? You make him work in camp. I think that's too soon before the season. I think he needs to be doing that right now. We need to get younger, faster, stronger. Absolutely. We need to. But I'm tired of these bargain bin offensive linemen. I am. I'm tired of these bargain bin offensive linemen that are mid. It's horrible. It is nasty work. That's why we play him. That's why we pay him. He's worth the money. Oh, welcome to the party. Fashionably late, but hey, you're welcome to the party. I don't know, y'all. I'm reading the comments right now. I'm letting it all sink in right now. Absolutely. Watching Seattle win a Super Bowl in our stadium shit was a slap in the face. It was a huge slap in the face. And quite frankly, I believe that the 49ers front office don't really care. They don't really care. That's the part that's alarming to me. Why the front office does not care. With all the moves that the 49ers have made, we're still the third best team in our own division. It's the truth. Third best. Stacy, what's good? What they say, Brock ran for 400 yards behind the line of scrimmage, running for, yep. No, I don't know, dog. I'm torn this whole Trent Williams debacle. I am. That's a lot of money. And that money can be spread around. Send me a message after this. I'm going to video chat you. Seattle hasn't improved, but Seattle's still the best team in the division. LA Rams is still the number 2 best team in the division. Like, we can't listen here. As 49er fans, we cannot sit here and not tell the truth. The 49er faithful, the whole reason why we have the Faithful Talk YouTube channel that we're on right now is because we have to tell the truth. Seattle's here. Look, we gotta be honest. Seattle's right here. Rams are right here. The Niners, Arizona, y'all get it. Y'all get it. He said was. That D-line is still there. That D-line is still there. Absolutely. You are absolutely correct about the soccer team. Absolutely. Bro, the Niners aren't that far off. Hold on. Timeout. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. The 49ers are not that far off from... Hold on 1 second. I got to pull this up right now. I'm just curious. Schedule. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me 1 second. 25 season. Hold on 1 second. I'm pulling up the schedule of what just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, the 49ers lost to the Seattle Seahawks on January 17th, 41-6. And you don't think the 49ers is that far off of Seattle? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Matter of fact, every 49er faithful that's watching right now, put it in the comments right now. I want y'all to look at this right now. Okay? I want y'all to see this comment right now. And we're gonna discuss it. The Niners aren't that far off. It was a bad. George, don't make excuses. We're not gonna do that. Let's not make excuses. Thank you. The Seattle defense is legit. They're beyond legit. They're beyond legit. Oh, y'all gonna hurt my head today. I see. Y'all gonna hurt my head. Y'all are really gonna hurt my head on this one. Y'all gonna hurt my head on this one. I'm seeing excuses. I'm saying nothing but excuses right now, y'all. If you're on Instagram right now, I'm talking to the chat on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, on TikTok. So if I'm not looking at y'all over here right now, it's because I'm looking at the chat right now. It nearly took the first seed. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of excuses right now. I'm seeing excuses. Like the Fable Talk, I'm all about having a raw conversation. But we have to be truthful about what we see. In January, you're supposed to be playing your best football. No excuses. It's January football. And y'all think we're that close to beating Seattle with a 41-6 beatdown? I agree. We had no one. I agree. We never can be 100%. Listen, I agree. I agree. I'm not sitting here and saying that I disagree, but I'm saying we have to be truthful. Seattle's defense is scary. Scary. It really is. Here's my thing, okay? And I'm going to say it right now, okay? Here's my thing. Seattle has okay linebackers, but their meat and potatoes is in that D-line. That D-line is ferocious, vicious dogs. They got like the old school penitentiary type dogs. When we had Alden Smith and Cowboy and McDonald and Brooks, they got that type of D-line. Who's better, Eagles or Niners? On the D-line, I'm going with the Eagles D-line. Eagles D-line is better. Sam Darnold had 10 minutes to throw. Absolutely. He did. He did have 10 minutes to throw. The youngsters didn't understand about January football. They didn't. They didn't. So real quick, y'all, I'm gonna say it right now, okay? If I was doing this draft, this is how I would draft. Okay? Listen to me very carefully. This is exactly how I would draft in this draft. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, let me see the draft order. Let me see what we have. 49er picks. Let's see real quick. What is our picks? Looking up right now. Here we are. We have 27, 58, 92, and then fourth round we go crazy. Fourth round we have right here, it says we have how many picks in the fourth round? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 picks in the fourth round. So, here we go. If I was the GM of the San Francisco 49ers, this is how I would draft, okay? At that 27th pick, the San Francisco 49ers, depending, and here we go, ready? Depending on how it drops to us, we're going to get the best player available. So, that's either going to be for the San Francisco 49ers, a right guard, or, because we can get a great right guard at that position right there, okay? A right guard, a defensive end that drops because we need a defensive end, okay? Those are my 2 picks. At that 27th pick, I'm going right guard or defensive end. If there's been more right guards, if there's more guards taken, I'm going with the defensive end. If there's more defensive ends taken, I'm taking the guard. That's facts. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I am doing. Now, second round. Guess what I'm doing? I am grabbing a cornerback. I'm grabbing a 6'2" corner. Whoever's the most physical corner, I am grabbing. Hands down. I'm grabbing a corner, a 6'2" corner. I want a physical corner that gets penalties damn near because I can coach him to get his hands off people. But I want a physical corner at 6'2" at that 58th pick. Now, round 3. This is where it gets interesting, and this is where I need y'all to pay attention. Pay attention very closely, okay? We got 4 picks in the 4th round. I would trade one of those picks to get a second, 3rd round pick. So now I have 3 picks in, I have 2 picks in the 3rd round, and I have 3 picks in the 4th round. I'm going to go get a left tackle. I'm getting a left tackle. A physical, dominating left tackle. Right there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm getting a left tackle. Right there. Left tackle. Boom. We got the person that Trent Williams will be helping to coach up at left tackle. He's right there. Now, after that, with that second pick in the third round, guess what? I'm grabbing the fastest safety that's on the board. The fastest safety, hands down. No questions about it. I'm grabbing the fastest safety off the board. Moving into the fourth round. I got 3 picks in the fourth round. I'm going right there, and I'm picking up a linebacker. A healthy linebacker. Someone that's been consistent getting at least 98 tackles for at least 2 seasons to 3 seasons in a row. Easily. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm grabbing a linebacker right there. After that, my next pick, I'm going back into the trenches, and I'm picking up a center. I am picking up a center. Someone that's played in the Big Ten or the SEC. I'm picking up a center. Now, once I've done that, my last pick in the fourth round, I'm going to go get the fastest wide receiver. Fastest wide receiver in the combine, in the draft. I'm picking up right there in the fourth round. The fastest guy that's on the board. The fastest. Now, my 5th and 6th and 7th pick. This is good. Pay attention. I'm going back in and I'm grabbing another defensive end. My 6th pick, I'm wanting to see who has had troubles, who's went to jail. I want a thug. I want a player that has had troubles, who people don't think should get drafted because he's been to jail. He got DUIs. He done sold drugs. He comes from a 1-parent household. I'm picking up another corner. 6'1". I don't care who he is, but he has to have some issues. I want the corner that got issues at that 6th round pick because guess what? He got a lot to fight for. A lot. So right there, I'm picking up that right there. In the 7th round, I'm picking up a quarterback. QB. I'm picking up a QB. Give me my grade right now for drafting. Give me my grade. That's my quick take draft. Give me my grade right now in the comment section. How did I draft? Do you like it? Let me know. I went right guard, D end, left tackle, safety, linebacker, center, wide receiver, DN, corner again, QB. What do y'all think? Someone said on Instagram, thank God you are not the GM. Someone else gave me a B+. I got an A, QB. I got an F. I got a 7 out of 10. You're right. We don't have a 5th and 6th and 7th round. You're right. You are correct. Kenny, you are correct. We don't. I got an F. I got a B+. I got a B+, a B+, a F, a B+. Do I grade the invisible ones too? No. So let's take away. All right. Go to hell, y'all. Okay. The 5th, 6th, and 7th round, go away. Y'all don't like my draft, huh? Y'all don't like my draft. I thought it was pretty good. I want Crosby. I do want Crosby. I would love for the 49ers to give up all those 4th round picks for Crosby. But the Raiders ain't going to do that. The Raiders are not going to do that. Let's just be honest. The Raiders are definitely not going to do that. We do have a 3rd round pick. We're picking 92 in the 3rd round. And what I said directly was I would take one of our 4th round picks and I would move up in the 4th round. So we still have 3 4th round picks and have 2 picks in the 3rd round. I said that. I'm on the 49ers website right now, it says we're picking first round 27, second round 58, third round 92, fourth round 127, fourth round 133, fourth round 138, fourth round 139. We traded it to Dallas. Thank you. Thank you. So what do we have altogether? So we don't have those picks because we gave it for Osa. They need to update the website then. I'm going off of what I see on the 49ers website. My apologies. I'm only going off what I see on the 49ers website. Don't be mad at me. I'm only going off of what they give me. Third round pick went to Dallas, so we don't have a third round pick. So scratch that. No third round pick. So left tackle gone. At least we ain't got Moody. That's for a fact. We got 1, 2, and 4 fours. We can do a lot of damage with that. We can do a lot of damage with that right there. We can. A lot of good things can happen with that. I gotta be honest with you. I want us to have a 6'2 corner. Why can't we have a 6'2 corner, 200 pounds? Why we can't have a corner that's 6'1", that comes from a single-parent household, that comes from the projects with gold teeth in his mouth, with tattoos, who's been to jail at least twice? I want that. I want dogs. I admit, I want dogs. On my defense, I want guys that come from broken homes. I said it, and I know it's wrong to say that, but the edge. You just on the edge. I don't want no pretty defensive players. No, I want guys that's on the edge, who ain't all the way there. I want guys that are a little off. Am I wrong for saying that? I don't know, y'all. This was good, though. This was very, very good. I can honestly say this was very, 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 very good. What else? I don't like Ruben. He's too short, in my opinion. Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith, did you say? I don't know if Aldon Smith came from a broken home. I don't know about that one. I don't know. The ones that already have CT. Okay, y'all. Y'all wildin' tonight. Yo, that's been my time. That's been my time. How y'all feel? It feels good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. It's been a while since I've talked football. I took a couple of weeks off, but we're back here. We're back, y'all. We are back. Anything else y'all want to talk about before I get off here? Anything else y'all want to talk about, discuss? Let me know in the comment section right now. Very curious to know what else y'all want to talk about. Anything. Anything and everything. Let me know. Absolutely. Listen here. Football season is everything to me. I love it. So I'm always going to be on here and talk football with y'all. Always. As long as I can. And I'm going to try to build the audience. I'm going to try to build the audience as best as possible. I'm going to try to. TikTok, what's good? No hearts today? None of that? Y'all ain't messing with me today? BA and Debo, y'all want to talk about that real quick? I think we better not bring back Debo. And BA, I hope he rots on the 49ers roster. I don't want us to trade him or release him. I want him just to sit there and never play football again. Who are you picking at that 27th pick? I'm picking a DN or a offensive guard. I'm picking either an offensive guard or a defensive end right there. We have to replace Huff. We have to replace Huff. You know what? I'm kind of juiced about the 49ers traveling this season. I'm kind of juiced about it. As soon as I find out when that game in Australia, I might go. I'm really thinking about going and taking y'all with me. So y'all going to be able to see everything that I see, okay? So I might go to Australia. Does anybody know when that game is supposed to be played? Does anybody know? Very curious to know. Does anybody know when that game is supposed to be had? So I can book my ticket early to Australia. Listen, Joey Bosa becoming a 49er is just to make the fans happy. Do I think he'll be irrelevant? Do I think he'll play a full season? No. I don't think so. I don't. I don't think Joey Bosa plays a full season. I don't think Nick Bosa plays a full season. You got to prove me wrong. Got to prove me wrong on that, y'all. I don't think it actually happens. So when's the first game of the season? Does anybody know that? Because I haven't seen it yet. When's the first game of the season? I need to book my ticket to Australia so I can go down under. Yep. Yeah, we'll see. But forever holds y'all peace, y'all. Anything else? Anything else y'all want to talk about, discuss? Please be sure to subscribe. Do all that stuff. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Support the movement. Schedule comes out in May. Okay, perfect. Then we got plenty of things to discuss. I might come back on here tomorrow and rap with y'all for a couple of hours. I might do that. We'll see. We shall see. All right. But until next time, I love y'all. Peace in the Middle East. All right. Have a good night. That was a good one. That was good.